Welcome back. Here we are, episode 6 of Can Talks. We are very honored that you have come and dinged us with your presence for this fantastic episode. But to start off, like every episode, announcements. Lily, take it away.
So, announcements. Rouge announcements, not so much. We've already kind of went through all of those in the past few weeks. But we have some personal announcements. By the time you hear this episode, Jules and I will have already been in New York together for the first time knowing each other. We got like 8 people in total, so it's been a party in New York. Because this is recorded pre going to New York, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we will for sure recap in the next coming episodes. But yeah, that's on some personal news. We're gonna go see the Rouge, or
I mean, we
we
could pretend that we don't know each other again and have that situation. Like, we could sit
we.
opposite ends of the theater and just pretend ignorance is bliss. And just pretend we don't know each other and just,
Opposite ends
just
of
do
the
the
stage door.
cycle every single
History
month.
repeating itself.
That's what they say. What is it? Hamilton says history. Does he say that? I have no idea. Please don't come after me. Um, but yeah, this
It's been
is
a while since
exciting.
I've like listened to Hamilton all the way
Great
through.
show.
It's a
Great show.
really great show.
It was like my second Broadway show I ever saw was Hamilton. I was like,
I
yeah,
think so
I
for
can
me
only see
too.
one. What am I going to see? Hamilton.
I mean, great show. What year
Great
was
show.
it?
2023. I wish I went like in the beginning. So I remember I was living in England and I remember when they announced it was coming to London, tickets like sold out immediately. It was
Oh, yeah.
insane. To try and get tickets for it in London was like it was trying to like shoot a fish in a barrel. It was so difficult. Anyway, please keep going, Lily. Apologize for interrupting you. Yes,
You're all
again.
good. You're all good. Um, yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, other than that, Jules, you tested negative for COVID, so
I
you
did.
are COVID
Life is
free.
so much better now.
Oh,
I just feel great. I feel great. Thank goodness. If you've had it, you know it sucks. And thank God that's over. Thank God it was last week and not this
I
week.
know, I was about to say.
I would have cried. I hope everyone knows I would have cried the
I would
amount
have
of
cried too.
money paid for this stupid flight, hotel, theater tickets. I would have been pissed. I would have been
I would
very
have cried.
mad.
Yeah.
Um, 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Stay safe. And you know what's even funny is I got mine from work, right?
Hmm.
Not from the times, not the half a dozen times I went to New York City last year did I ever get it.
On a
You know,
plane.
on the plane, in the airport, all different. I was in Atlanta airport, I was in DC, all these places around the country. Didn't get it, but I got it here at my work. And people
It's
are like,
weird.
oh, you always go to New York. I'm like, and look, I've never gotten COVID from it.
It's weird. It's
Knock on
really
wood.
weird.
But
I think
yeah,
the worst
crazy.
thing about having COVID, for me at least, was like I had mild symptoms. So like it felt just like a cold or just like allergies. So I think the worst part about it was like having to stay in. I was at school when I got it, and so having to stay in it was like almost the last week of school and like my senior year, and I was like, I can't do anything. I can't go out to the
Yeah,
bars and party. I
10 out of
partied it
10
up
would not
the week
recommend.
after.
Anyway, moving forward, today's episode, we have some very special guests. Very special. Incredibly
Very, very
special.
special.
Lily,
Um,
would you like to introduce them?
yeah, so it might be very scatterbrained today because that is
Always.
just us. But we have our good friends, Julia and Liz, who have a joint Moulin Rouge fan account at Moulin Magic. And
Go give them a follow if you don't follow them.
yes, please. And they are just the best. They'll be in New York with us. They live in New Jersey, but they'll be vacationing in the city with us. We're all gonna be sharing a room, so it's gonna be a fun time.
We're gonna get banned from that hotel. Oh my God.
With the
Yeah.
audio messages we were sending each other in our group chat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Anyway, here we are with our friends Liz and Julia, aka Moulin Magic.
Hi guys. So we are here with Liz and Julia of Moulin Magic. Go follow them on Instagram. Hi
Hi.
besties.
Hey, hey,
Hi.
hey.
Hi.
I cannot with
Sorry.
you.
This whole podcast episode is just gonna be us
Okay.
laughing.
Welcome.
Compose
Thanks so
yourself.
much for finding time out your busy schedules to come on here.
Yeah, we had to take the weekend off.
Um,
We had to take the
It was
weekend off.
hard to find
We had-
time.
yeah.
We had to
Well,
pencil you guys in.
okay.
This is like our FaceTime. Our FaceTime's like transported just to a different platform. We went from FaceTime to Zoom. Our nightly FaceTime.
Was it an upgrade?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna ask you a few questions about the show and your experience with the show and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start you guys off. What is your favorite song in the show?
Oh gosh. Julia, you want to go first or you want me to?
You can go first. I have to think.
Okay. So I have a couple. I mean, I feel like that's like probably a repeating answer that you get. Um, my all-time favorite that like I'll listen to on repeat all the time is probably Backstage Romance or Roxanne. Those are just like my vibey songs that I have to listen to all the time. And actually, a couple of years ago, my most listened to song was Roxanne, and I listened to it 42 times in one day. So that was a good time. But I
What?
do love that song,
Who
and
hurt
I
you?
love. I was a Tveit fan. I am a Tveit fan. I wasn't. I
Liz
was
is one of
and
the
am.
biggest top
You're
shit
a
ever
thought.
gonna meet.
I love Tveit. Tveit. He's my Christian. But yeah, those are my two most. I just love the dancing and stuff in Backstage Romance, so it makes the song
Yeah.
so much better.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like Backstage Romance is like a classic. Like, love that. I also really love Shut Up and like Raise Your Glass. I think it's
That's a
just
good one.
so fun. Like just like the dancing, the energy, just it's so fun. I think that's another one like of my favorites. And then I think Jules does not like this, but I kind of love like Truth, Freedom, Beauty, Love.
The Beauty,
There's
Truth, and Love.
yeah, that's yeah. I don't know, I just love that. And then like I think those are my favorites probably. But everything, honestly.
I'm so sorry. I blacked out. What was the first one again?
The first one, Backstage Romance.
No,
I
and
think
you
like
said Shut Up and Raise.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Mays, Truth,
That's a
Beauty,
good
Freedom,
one.
Love. You know, I feel like Backstage Romance is like a universally loved one. Like
Yeah.
everybody we
Like
talk
when I'm
to.
in the show, like when I'm at the show, like that is my favorite part because
Yeah.
that like just everything together I love. But like when I'm listening to the cast recording or like audios, like I'll do Roxanne and just like Shut Up and
Yeah.
Raise. I love those
It's
too.
just like the best act two opening, like ever.
Mhm.
So good.
It is the best ever.
My favorite part is quite literally when like they finish and they're like all like and then
Yeah.
and then School's just like,
And
I have a few notes.
Yeah.
So good.
I
Iconic.
know. It's a classic.
Sorry, my mic is broken.
Next.
Okay, Jesus.
I can
Lily,
ask
would
a
you
que-
like to ask the next question?
Sure. My next question is, what is your favorite scene? Not to be, I mean, it can be a favorite song too, but there's also some great scenes in the show.
I have to go with rehearsal scene too. I mean, why? Like, that's the greatest scene ever. It's our bio on our 2.0 account. Rehearsal scene too. It's our second account.
I know. I mean I like love that one too. And then just like I know it's more so a song, but like diamonds, like just like that dancing and like the costumes, like I do love like that moment too.
I agree also. But you know what? The best part of Diamonds sometimes for me is when she's coming down on the swing. I love that
Hmm.
part.
Wait, hold on. I can't believe we forgot this, Liz. Your actual favorite scene, Love Sister.
Oh my gosh, that's like a transition. I
But I
like
mean
the
it's like a scene.
transition. It's my favorite
Yeah,
transition for sure. Right after
yeah.
Sympathy for the Duke and the four like Dukes, we call them the Dukes bitches or the Dukes entourage.
Wait, are we
When they
allowed to
go across.
curse?
In moderation.
Okay, well that was it. I wasn't gonna curse anymore. I was just that's what we call them, the Dukes bitches. And
I
when they
love
go
that.
across the stage, they're like, "Love, sister." That is my favorite. I cheer for
Hmm.
them every single time, every time.
Oh, I also love like in Only Girl, like the tape measure scene. That's another
That's a classic.
classic.
Yeah,
Liz really loves that scene. She loves it
I
so much
do.
that she actually has a tape measure from the show.
Yeah, I bought it at the
When you're
tour.
close enough to the stage, like you can hear the whip
Yes,
of the
yep.
of the tape measure. I'm like, yes.
And I got it signed. Well, it came signed like when I bought it on the tour. It was signed by all the tour people. But then I brought it to Broadway, and it was Julia's idea to have me get it signed by everyone on Broadway. But I'm gonna be missing Torian, so
Well, we can get more people.
true.
I mean, Sean
Yeah,
Avery now.
yeah,
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
get him too.
yeah.
There we go.
Like just keep getting people as new people come in, just so it's
Yeah,
fully filled up with signage.
it's like a fun little conversation piece. To like when I
Yeah.
pulled it out at the stage door, they're like, "Where'd you get this?" I'm
I
like,
know, and then
"Ah, stole it."
and then like some people are like, "Oh, make sure like
I'm just kidding. I
you
didn't
keep
steal it.
this."
Yeah, like somebody said to me after they signed it, they were like, "Hold on to this. Hold on to this." I was like, "Okay." Like,
Yeah.
Like wasn't
Some
planning on throwing it
we're
out.
Yeet. Okay. Next question. What Oh, this is a good
actually
one.
right after you sign, I'm gonna throw in the garbage.
Okay. Okay, so my next question is I'm not gonna ask this one just yet. Okay, so what's your favorite part of being in the Rouge fandom and why is it being friends with me?
Well,
You're so
iconic,
right.
like, come
You're
what
so
may
right.
needs, like
I know.
iconic, like yeah, it's
Sorry, Lily, I didn't mean to leave you
It's
out of that.
good.
no, I mean no words other than iconic.
Thank you.
Um,
I'm gonna have that written on my
yeah.
gravestone.
But like in
Yes.
all seriousness, being in the Roosh fandom, it's like it's it's such a family. I feel like no matter like
Yeah.
who is there, like just like I mean, me and Julia were fortunate enough to like go together. Like we share the account together, so like we have each other. But when it's just me and Julia at the show, it is the most. It's not boring, but like it's so much better when you have like
Lonely.
another person there or like a
Yeah,
group of
like that
people.
you
Like the
know.
last few times when we had like a group of people, it was so much fun.
No,
Like
I
just
agree.
And
I've
like you
been
get
to the
to
seeing
Rouge by
yeah.
everybody else.
myself and it's a bit lonely
Yeah.
Hmm.
when you go
And
alone.
like you get to like catch up with people, like certain people that you really
Yeah.
only see there. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
like yes, going by yourself is definitely lonely. I so Jules, you said you went by yourself. I went by
Yeah, I
myself
did went
like
by myself.
yeah, once back in like 2020. But yeah, it's definitely like lonely. It's fun being with someone or even like meeting up with people there.
I've
Mm.
never been by myself, like just me. I've always gone like with like Julia. I brought like my friend Priscilla. Like I brought a bunch of people, and I mean I love it, but like it's nothing like sharing a bond with everybody that else. So,
Also, it's so like fun and special, like bringing someone for the first time and just like because it's so like
yes.
exciting for us and just like
Hmm.
sharing that excitement and seeing like new people's reaction. It's like the most fun thing ever. Like it's amazing.
I agree. Sorry if you hear screaming. My brother's watching the hockey game downstairs.
Lily, next question.
Yeah, so I just had it's not on the sheet, Jules, but I just wanted to know because
Careful.
because everybody on the podcast knows how Jules and I met or didn't meet or somehow met. But
Mhm.
how did everybody else meet?
Well,
So me
so
and
yeah.
go ahead, you explain it, Julia.
Well, we've been friends since like high school. I mean, I think we met like sophomore year, but I was kind of like scared of her for like a few years. So I don't think like we
Classic.
became like, yeah, you're a scary person.
That's so
Um,
true.
So scary.
so I don't think we became like friends until like was it junior or senior year? One of those. I think senior maybe.
Hmm.
And then we just like got instantly like one of those friendships where like you're like, where have you been my like my whole life? So yeah, like that type of friendship. And then we went to college together. Like we commuted together, so that also like
Brought us
was
closer. Yeah.
yeah, a fun time. And then I um I saw the show first. I saw it back in like July of 2019, I think. I don't know, I get my years mixed up.
Hmm.
Yeah, 2019. And then I'm like, oh my God, you need to see this. Like, you'll love it. You'll love it. Like, you need to go. But then like
COVID.
Liz didn't end up going. COVID happened. And then she didn't go until after. And like,
Hmm.
sadly, I wasn't there for her first time because I would have loved seeing that. But like, and then she went and then we just got like hooked, like we
Yeah.
went and then we went together and then we went together again and then it's just
And then here we
nonstop.
are. But then we met Jules. Oh gosh, we met. Well, no, did we meet Jules before or after we met Lily?
I
After
think
we met
like
Lily
I mean
first
like it's in person, yes, but like
in
we
person. Yeah,
like but I remember
sort
back in
of.
like August for even like the sing along like
Yeah, Jules
some
was
of
there.
Jules were like literally in line
You
like to
see
get
it in the
in
video.
like two people apart and it was like because I both me and Liz are like kind of shy like when it comes to like new people so I feel like we probably like knew it was her just based off like seeing her on Instagram but I think we were both like just scared to say anything so
Because we
like
were
we
scared of you.
just
No, we were not.
So valid.
So yeah, I mean like we were at the same show, like two people apart in line, probably in the same section.
There's literally a
Um
video of it as well.
yeah. It's so funny. Like
Broadway.com or Broadway World, one of
yeah,
those
one of them
videos.
like they like pan or like and they show the line and you
There's
see
Jules and then
us.
there's us.
Um yeah, and then I don't kn- and then we just started I guess like talking more like texting or like
Hmm.
messaging and then it turned into texting and then November we met for the first time.
Yeah,
So yeah, we met Lily back in like in person in
October.
October. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Jules in November and December and now we're
And
gonna
here we
all
are.
reunite again
I know.
um
Our weekend's
in a
coming
few
up. I can't wait
days.
to get to that.
In a few days.
Oh my God, I'm so
Yes.
excited. I'm so excited.
It's
Yeah.
like it's gonna be the most fun like ever. Like it'll be a party.
It's gonna be a party.
It's gonna be great, guys. We're all sharing a room. It's gonna be so fun.
I don't snore, by the way.
Oh,
Damn, that sucks.
I don't know if I do because I
I
don't
said
hear myself.
I
I don't
don't.
hear myself either, so
Yeah, that's how
Okay.
we all met.
Wow. Okay. Next question. Did you just ask a question? Yes, you did. Yes, you
yeah.
did. So I have a brain of a fish. Sorry, guys. Um, what, why, and what keeps you from? Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Why do you keep coming back? And like, why and what keeps you coming back to the show multiple times?
The people like
Yeah,
it's funny because it's like honestly like I mean we love like the leads like love Derek loved Casey love Courtney but like it's like the interactions like even with like not the leads like that keep us coming back like and like
yeah,
just like the conversations like at the stage door and like the like interactions like on Instagram it's like that like sucks you in and like makes you want to go back and back. And it was funny because like we're coming off like a 3 week break, which is the longest we haven't gone in a while. We should probably check on how long it's been. And like even like one of people like at the stage door was like, "You look, we'll remember you. Like you could take a break."
Yeah,
It's so
I can
funny.
agree with that, but also like just I mean, I love the story. The story is just
Yeah.
wonderful. Um
Mm.
and just like seeing it told by different people each time is like even like swings background people like just everything. It's like you just like see it's a different show every time. It
Yeah.
really is.
And I know like some people go like they get upset if it's like understudy or swing, but like we're at that point where like we'll sometimes go because there's like a swing on or
Yeah.
because there's an understudy on. Like it's just so
Mhm.
like special and just keeps you
And
coming
lit.
back.
Honestly, you should have seen our excitement today when we found out that Nick Martinez is baby doll on Sunday. Like we were
Literally.
punching
Yes.
the air
Mhm.
Like
with
it was a
excitement.
Yes,
topic of
quite
discussion.
literally. Quite
Literally.
literally, like, because yeah, it's just love Jay, but also like it's
I know. I'm excited to see Jay. We are going in multiple times, so we will see Jay. But
but yeah, also I love seeing Nick in that role.
Awesome. Love that. Lily.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite stage door moment or an interaction with a cast member?
oh my gosh, for me personally, it's
I think
probably the day that me and Julia's crying. It was the day that me and Julia wore Clay and Alex shirts, and we at the stage where we met them, we took like a picture like right outside the spectacular sign, and it was oh my like we literally got in the car at after the show and everything, and we looked at each other, we were like, did that just happen? Like it was so special. Like even just taking like we've taken many selfies before, but like it was just like we had asked somebody else to take the picture. It was just
it
incredible.
was like it was yeah. I think like for me too, that's probably like one of like the top um like moments. Like I mean, there's others that have been amazing, but
Yeah.
just like that whole night was like just a blur like of like
Yeah.
excitement.
And we also, I mean, also one of my favorite was when I met Brandon, like the first time when he walked out of the stage door and I'm the only one that cheered. I was like, yes! It was pouring
Miss
rain.
him.
It was miserable, but it was so much fun. Like just I mean, anytime we get to stage door and just see everybody, it's like it's so much fun, no matter who it is.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say, Liz. I thought you were gonna say Dylan Ziegler.
Oh, that was a scary one for me. I was like gripping the barricade with both hands. My knuckles were white. I was like, is
Knees
he gonna
buckle.
hurt me?
My favorite
Nah, he
one for
would
you
never.
is when you met Gabe and Gabe thought you were me.
Uh that one is a good one too. Because
That
he goes, oh
was
my god, you're coming at my memes. I was like, that's her.
No, but she
so
Well,
is.
you
close.
are right there.
Okay. Oh, I just lost my questions list. Okay, my next one leads into kind of what we just talked about. Who's who's your favorite character in the show?
Mm,
I have strong opinions about this one.
Character, like actor, or like in the show
Like
character?
character in the show.
Hmm. I don't know. I have to love. I don't know. Like I love Satine. Like I'll go with Satine. But I feel like that's very classic and like cheesy. But you know what? Like I don't care.
I don't I've never like really like sat and thought about it because I just love all of them. Um, but I think honestly Santiago or Nini. Like they're both of them like their characters like together. Like I love them. I love a good love story, but not like
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
tragic kind.
It's
See, I
tragedy.
love you. Who doesn't?
They both live in
Pig.
the end.
Yeah. I love that.
Um,
They are a good
I do.
couple.
So next question is what's your favorite piece of merch that you own?
I already
All
know
right.
Liz's.
Well, me and Julia don't have much like merch from the merch stand. I mean, I think I'm speaking for both of us. Like we haven't really bought. I have a t-shirt, like the
Yeah.
Moulin Rouge t-shirt, and I think that's it. Like from the actual merch stand.
Oh,
But
and your tote bag.
oh, the tote bag. Yeah, I love my
Yeah.
tote bag.
Let me
But
get
then
while you're in.
Julia got me this lovely little sweatshirt here that's from a little shop on just the internet, I think.
Yeah, the
And it says
internet.
L'Amour with the windmill in the back is a big heart, and it says the greatest thing you'll ever learn is to love and be loved. That one. Um, so I love this sweatshirt. I wear it all the time. And then what else? Oh, my tape measure. How can I
Oh,
forget my tape
duh.
measure?
Never forget
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, my tape measure. I mean, that one's like a prop, but I love it. It's
Hmm.
it's very special. And I really okay, sorry. I'm gonna go on like 85 tangents, but like you could kind of see it here, but it's like the windmill watercolor that Pepe from the tour painted or
Hmm.
watercolored, and like it's gorgeous. Like I need to get it framed because it's just standing on that frame, but oh my God, I
Yeah.
love it. It inspired me to become a watercolor person, and I haven't done it yet.
He's so talented. I
Yeah.
love Pepe.
Um, for me, I'm trying to think like merch, like because again, I don't have much. I mean, like my tote bags, like I don't really have much from like the show, like from like the stands. Like Liz said, like the Pepe watercolor is just most like the prettiest thing ever. I love it. Another thing that I thought, I mean, yeah, this is considered like merch, I guess. That I was like digging through my bag is like the little keychain things that Sylvie makes.
I love
So like
those.
I have a few. I mean, I have to figure out where to put the rest of mine because I have like I mean on my work like lanyard I have Dylan Duke. I have a few.
The best
What
Duke.
else? I have another one I haven't figured out where to put yet, but and that what else do I have? This is another one I
She
have.
notice how she just showed it. She's like, "Yep, that."
Um
All the
I
I
thought you were
listeners are just supposed
explaining.
to know what that is.
that
It's a keychain. It's a
yeah, it's like
keychain.
one of like the Sylvie keychains. Yeah, I think I love those because they're like adorable and like you could really put them like again like on keys or like I have one on my bag, like on like my work lanyard and they're just like everywhere, like little pieces of Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
Thanks for describing what a keychain is.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Didn't know if you knew.
You just clip it on, and it helps you locate your
You put it
keys.
on your key.
And it has a little chain on it, so it's a keychain.
Um, that's no, that's really nice. I like that. You know what one of my favorites is? It's not merch, it's a prop. I love the Duke money. Little Duke
Oh
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
I
Julia, I
do.
think you have one of those, right?
Yeah, I do. Oh,
Okay.
like another thing, like I guess it's
Again, like the 85 tangents because we just
prop.
remember other things.
Like I guess it's like it's not really a prop, like it's I guess like merch. Like I got one year from like the flea market, but it's like earrings that
Oh
like
wait, I think I
Satine
have them.
wears,
Hold on.
but I think it's like an older version, so it's not like they're worn on stage, but like they sold them at the flea market and like they're so pretty and like I wear them every time I go to the show. I think Liz
Goodness,
got
I
them too,
can't
but
find it.
she doesn't um she
I
doesn't
can't
wear
find them.
them.
I
Okay, well
haven't
they'll see
worn
them
them
on
yet. They're still
we'll
in the
see
box.
them on
I'll see
Friday
them
and Saturday.
Friday. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So my next question,
That's right. Yeah.
this is a fun one for me. Have you ever witnessed a stage mishap? Okay, let's try this again. Have you ever witnessed a stage mishap? And if so, which is your favorite one? I
A
have a
lot.
favorite.
Like
I mean,
just
they're
the one.
very minuscule, like very small ones that
Yeah.
we've
Like
seen. Like we've
I
never
mean,
had a showstopper or anything.
yes.
Can't relate.
One of the ones that like I would say is the funniest is like like during like the love sister part. When like they're like going across the stage like snapping like doing that dance. Like one time like
Thanks for
Ricardo
demonstrating.
Look, I think it was, I don't know who it was. I think Ricardo, when he like did like the snap and like lean like over, his hat like fell into Can, which was just rarely like really funny. And like, I mean, we weren't in Can, but that would have been funny, like having a hat fall onto you.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And then one of the shows we were at, um, like when Satina's coming down, like Gabe usually likes like he'll like whistle, he'll clap, he'll like
He
do
doesn't like
something to
silence.
like yeah. And like this one show, I don't know what, like it was the funniest thing, but he like literally started screaming. Wait, what did he scream,
He goes,
Liz?
yeah.
And it
It
was
was
so
so
funny
funny.
because at first we were like, "What is going on?" And they were, "Oh my God, that's Gabe."
Like
So
it's some
Yeah.
that's not really,
drunk
yeah.
person.
Who is this
Yeah,
person?
so like that that's not really a mishap, but I mean it was just something like
It's like funny in the
funny.
moment.
Yeah.
Um, we've been to one where I think in the Boulevardier scene, um, was it Nick Martinez? Nick Martinez, his hat fell off in
Was
like
that the show
the
that
nobody do. I think you were there, yeah.
yeah, it was
Because
on
at the
the
stage door we
Wii.
mentioned it. We mentioned it, and Angel goes, "Oh yeah, that was funny." I was like, "Okay, thanks, Angel."
It was I think it was on
Um,
the Wii because like they
yeah.
and it like fell. Yeah, I
So
was
that
there.
his hat fell off. What was like I've had like a couple. We've heard a couple of people like slip up their lines. A big one of
Yeah.
David Harris. When he was talking about like and the Duke can or and Ziedler can find,
I think she's
He's
frozen, but like
I
frozen.
think she's frozen.
but it was just very funny to like been like oh my god.
You froze up, girl.
yeah, you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
not anymore, but you were.
Oh, I'm
So
frozen
all
like
we heard
Elsa.
Ghost.
was the Duke said Zidlet, and it just went,
Oh, he said, "Did you hear the rest of it yet or no?"
no.
No,
No.
because we
Oh,
froze.
he said that Ziedler can find that for you or something like that, and it was very funny because he like totally forgot his line, and it was pretty funny.
I think I'm just saying this because I went with you two when that happened, but we went back in December and Gabe came out without a mic on during the
Oh, that was
opening
a good
and it
one.
was just
Yeah.
hilarious. Also, I watched David. You know when he goes to give Satine the flowers at the end and
Hmm.
he walks over the thing. He
The
just
curtain, yes.
I had to control myself laugh. I felt awful for laughing, but it just made me giggle. It's such a
Actually,
Uh,
one of our most recent ones, I'm just thinking of this one. We were sitting like in our like usual seats, like by the little bar there, and during the pre-show, Jen Stafford like jumped onto the bar like to lay down, and all of a sudden I hear this big clank next to me. I was like, "What is that?" And I turned and looked, and her earring was there, and Cole picked it up for her, whatever. And then we were like talking. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny." And then we look at Liv, and Liv is also missing an earring. She only had one of the like the long dangling earrings
wait,
in.
hold
I was
on.
like,
Tell them about the Dee earring.
oh yeah. And we also found one of Nini's earrings like on the floor by the bar.
oh
So
my
I
goodness.
picked it up. I was like, maybe we should give it back to her. I have to see if it's in my bag. I don't know if I kept it or if we just left it on the floor, but um that was cool too. That was before the show even started.
Love that.
Mm,
Julie in the chairs.
yeah.
The armrest.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
the
goodness.
Oh my
armrest.
God,
We almost
yes.
had
I
an
have
armrest as a souvenir.
They break so
yes,
much.
they
You're like the
do.
fifth person to see and they've been
And like
broken.
I think
it's
Al
not
needs a makeover,
but it's not
a
like
renovation.
broken. I think they just come off and like it's probably the same seat F12 that like everyone says the armrest falls off because they probably just like don't snap it on like fully or whatever
Yeah.
however they put it
Probably
on.
not.
Because yeah, it doesn't like break off. It just sort of like you could see that it's meant to be taken off, but not
Hmm.
like that easily.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, it's annoying having like a metal bar like this, like very thin for your armrest because it falls off mid-show.
Oh my God. That's so funny. That's all my questions right now. Lily, do you have any other questions?
I have one more. Who here has Duke money and who did you get it from? I can start. I got mine from Dylan through fan mail. Sorry, guys.
Um,
I have like one. I got it from the flea market, and then I think it was signed by Derek and Ashley. Like when I bought it, I don't remember, but then I got David to sign it at Stage Door. So
I got one from a friend and then I bought one and it was signed by David. Um, yeah, so
yeah.
I don't have Duke money.
We need to
damn
get
it.
Liz some Duke money.
Unpopular
That sounds
opinion. I
like
don't have
a
Duke.
sounds like a you problem. Um,
I have a Nini earring, okay,
That's pretty cool. And you have a tape measure, so
and a tape
Yeah.
measure.
also I just gotta say how about this weekend. I am taking Julia and Liz to see Sweeney Todd for the first time.
Liz
I'm
is gonna
scared.
go crazy
I'm gonna go
because
crazy
she's
because
a
it's
tot,
Aaron
so
It's
Tveit movie.
she's the
I'm
biggest. I mean,
scared.
you hold a tater tot in front of her, and her eyes just like glisten.
It reminds me of him.
It reminds me. It reminds me.
I
I'm
tater
so
know.
tots
excited.
remind me of Aaron
Thank you
Tveit.
No,
guys.
I'm scared. I feel like it's scary.
I tell you,
Julia has been in this back and forth battle every day. I'm not even joking. Every day, every morning we FaceTime on our way to school, like when we drive to school, and every morning she's like, "Oh, do I get earplugs? Should I get earplugs?"
it
I'm
was a
like,
little
Nah,
weird on Friday. It was a little weird.
nah. I mean, like whatever. How I feel like it's not gonna be as scary as Friday. Like I'm more worried about Moulin Rouge on Friday now than I am, or just in
"Shut
general
up,
Moulin
shut
Rouge.
up! You're not scared of that."
I am.
Um,
Oops, sorry.
I think it's yeah. I feel like that's what comes with being a debate talk. It can be a little loud. Um, no, I'm so excited for you guys to see it. And if you guys don't like it, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
Um,
Aaron Tveit's gonna be in. I think I'm gonna like it.
he can salvage anything.
Yeah, it's
He
fine.
could sing about a
Is there a
plastic bag.
pre-show? He,
He
he
could
comes
sing the
out with a pre-show.
dictionary, and I would love it.
Listen, yeah,
Yeah, I
there is no pre-show. There is no
was gonna say I'm
pre-show.
gonna go with there's probably not a pre-show.
I don't think,
Um,
not last time I checked, there was not a pre-show. Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. I love a good pre-show.
yeah.
Um,
I'm seeing Little
it's
Shop next weekend.
little
Or not
show
next weekend, this weekend.
this
The
weekend.
Um,
Again, you're gonna have so much
I'm
fun.
so excited.
We were gonna go, but then Rouge decided to wrap us in, and we were like, "Well, I guess we'll go to Rouge
Actually, it was
again."
Derek Klena who decided to wrap you up, but
Yeah. Well,
I'm
me
a
and
Derek
Julia have
Klena
had a
girl.
3 week
me
break, so
too.
I think we need 3 times to like bring us back up because we're like, oh my God. I'm like, last week I had the worst week of my life. Like, I'm not even kidding you, the worst week. Every day I complained. I came home miserable. And here we are. Now I'm a little happier because I have something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited. I
know.
still need to pack. Pack
Oh,
nothing.
me too.
Me too.
Absolutely
I'll
nothing.
pack on Friday. But guys, I was actually gonna not go to Rouge. I was gonna be like, yeah, I can skip it this time. Yeah, that did not happen. That
You can
There's
quickly
never
no way.
became a
that
can scene. So
windmill reels you in.
it
It
does.
Yeah.
reels you
hmm
in. Yeah, I can't. No matter how hard I try to get away from it, you just can't. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm trying to think.
Wait, me and Julia came up with this question. I thought of two. No. Um, so here's the first one is kind of like it's going off of like other shows that we're seeing. What is your guys's everyone, even Julia, you can answer this one too. Your favorite show other than Moulin Rouge? I don't know if you've answered this in another one, but
Um, I really love Sweeney Todd. I really do. I think it's just like a classic, and I'm a huge Sondheim fan. And I grew up like my dad used to watch it when I was a kid, and I didn't like it. It terrified me. And then as I got older, I got to appreciate it. So it's always been something like I've loved ever since I was little. And then I think finally seeing it on Broadway last year was like a it was quite a big moment for me because it was like I've loved this for so long to actually be here in the theater and watching it live, especially on Broadway. So yeah, I think Sweeney Todd has to be up there as one of my other. I have quite a few, but I think Sweeney, yeah.
Yeah, I have
I
a.
like,
Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
No, like I like can't really think of it like any right now. I mean, like there's other shows I love. Like
It
I
doesn't
would
have to
see
be
like
on Broadway.
She real. I know what Julia's
oh
favorite is.
what?
Harmony. Julia really loved Harmony.
Yeah,
Harmony, that was a
sad
classic.
that it closed. But no, like
How many times have
okay,
you
could
seen Harmony?
yes. Um,
Yes.
so like you said, it doesn't have to be on Broadway.
No.
Like one of my again all-time favorite, like I could see it every day, is like I love Mamma Mia, which I feel like is like it's I mean it's a classic. Like
It's
there's
so
what's
good.
It
not
It's
is
so
good.
good.
The
like what's
music is
not to
so good.
love. Yeah. And then Phantom, like I love Phantom.
Not Anastasia? I thought you were going to say
I
Anastasia.
mean I mean I like that, but I feel I don't yeah. I mean it's hard to choose.
Yeah,
I liked
that's all right.
Anastasia, but like right when I started like loving it is when like it closed. So I don't like only got to see it a few times.
Yeah,
I didn't get
so
to see it at all, so it's very
Me
sad.
either.
yeah, me neither. Well, I mean, yeah, I saw it was supposed to be I was supposed to see it on tour. And then COVID happened.
Corona.
So
Mm.
Lily, what's your favorite show other than Moulin Rouge?
I have a lot. Um
Oh, we'll be here
it
all night.
no. Yeah, I mean it just depends on like how I'm feeling on a day-to-day basis. But top ones, Hades Town is definitely up there. Spring Awakening is the show that got me into Broadway and into theater. So oh my god, I'm obsessed. I need it. I need it. Um I love that show so much. We were gonna do it. We were in like it was the front runner for our school musical. And then they decided to go with Cabaret, which is also a great show, but they decided to go with Cabaret. And then COVID happened, and then we did Head Over Heels. So that's fine. But
Oh, that's fine.
what else? I like Finding
I was about
Neverland.
to say something really mean, and I'm gonna control myself and not say it.
So
Um,
um I really like Finding Neverland. Um Trigger warning, Will Schuster, Matt Morrison. Um love you, Matt.
I've seen Matt Morrison in a show. Is he not a good person?
People like to make fun of him because of Mr. Shu. And
Mm. I never watched Glee either. Sorry.
okay.
And oops.
Anyways, but I do like Finding
yes,
Neverland a lot. I think it's very underrated. On Your Feet, I will also listen to, and In the Heights.
On your feet. I just got triggered with that one.
Unpopular opinion, I think In the Heights is better than Hamilton.
I can see it. I can see it. I mean I love both. I've never seen In the Heights, but I do love Hamilton.
I'm waiting for it to come back to Broadway. Like it's time for a revival.
It's
Like,
due
It
time,
come
is,
yeah.
on,
yeah. I mean,
it's
they
due
did the
time.
movie.
The movie was amazing.
It
Movie
was.
was really good.
You know
I loved it.
what Broadway show I don't like? Cats. Especially
I
the
saw
movie.
Cats.
Especially
The
well, I
movie
don't like
was
the
horrible.
movie. The movie
Movie was
was
horrible.
the movie Curse 2020.
If Jules starts listing her shows she doesn't like, we'll be here all
We'll be
night.
here all night.
She has some
Just Andrew
controversial
Lloyd Webber
opinions.
everything minus
Except
Sunset
for
Boulevard. Like
Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, but she's
Annie. She doesn't like Annie. Like who doesn't like
Who doesn't
Annie?
like Annie?
me.
It's a hard knock life.
What'd you say,
Who
Julia?
else? I said, who doesn't like Annie?
Me, for real. I don't like
Um,
Wicked. Gosh,
my favorite show. Speaking of Wicked, my favorite show other than Moulin Rouge is Wicked. Um, I love Wicked, and it's like so basic. Like I feel like everybody's favorite show is Wicked except Jules because She's on crack. You can't hate it if you've never seen it. Go see the movie. Do
I
it.
have
With
plans that
Ariana Grande
day.
and Ethan Slater, everyone.
I have
Yeah.
plans that day.
Trigger warning.
Trigger
SpongeBob.
warning.
Don't scare.
Um,
SpongeBob.
so I love Wicked. I love Hamilton.
You love Lynn.
And I do love Lin-Manuel
Liz
Miranda.
is
I think that he's
such a big
amazing.
fan of Lynn.
I mean, same.
Lynn, Aaron Tveit, like all of them. Line them up. I'm in.
She loves Ben Platt as well. Huge Ben Platt fan.
Love him. Jordan Fisher, same thing. Um,
Basic. Basic.
I love Jordan Fisher too.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
I'm
kind of
also a
hard not
Jeremy
to.
Jordan stan. I'm a Jeremy Jordan
I
girl.
love Jeremy Jordan
We're gonna
is
go
a mood.
see Great Gatsby. I can't wait to go see that
I
Yeah.
really want to see
in
Grant
April.
Gustin, guys. Like, I need
Oh, a water
That
for
was the
elephants.
name.
I want
I
to see
thought that
that
was the
too.
I
name of a
need to see
show.
Grant Gustin.
Water for the elephants.
I thought that was the name of a show. I was like, what? Yes, Water for
um,
the Elephants. That should be released.
you know that it is water for elephants.
Oh, interesting. I keep saying to everyone, Water for the Elephant.
We know. We know. I'm like, we can't correct her. She's going for it. Water for the elephants.
I'm gonna go up to like the leads and I'm gonna go to stage show. I really love the show Water for the Elephant. Embarrassing.
What was the other question I was gonna ask? I was gonna ask another one. Something about like because there's just like what I've been wanting to say. I just have something I want to say. I just have something I
Oh
want
God.
to say.
Should we be scared?
No.
No, it's actually like I always say it to Julia when we're in the show, and like I guess I'm wondering what part of the show it is for you, but like have you ever like wanted to watch the show through somebody else's eyes and like see what they see the entire time? Like, is this just me? Gonna go with yes. So
Yes.
there's like one part of the show that like it's in Bad Row, like, and it's the most random part ever. But like it's something like I always see. It's when Flat Three, none of the leads are in it. This part, it's literally Flat Three goes over to I don't know something that's happening and like does this like move to like and it goes right with the beat and it is so satisfying. And I think about it, I'm like, I wonder what other people like watch during that part when I'm seeing that part. Like, is Julia watching the same thing as me? Like, is she watching somebody else? Like,
Probably not.
what? Yeah, we know you're watching something else, probably, because Flat Three, you never talk about that one.
I
Um,
don't who even that was
Who's
Torian.
it's
Tori?
Torian, so it's
So it's
Sean
just been
Avery
like
now.
so it's been like swings for just a while.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's been drawing me to it because like every swing does it differently. It's like
I'm trying to
just like
figure out
this.
what part you're
I don't
talking
know.
about. I'll find out on Friday. I'll look on Friday.
On Friday. Yeah, on Friday. I'll
On
send you a
Sunday.
clip on Friday.
I mean, in a way, like, it's not like that, but like, in a way, I do enjoy going with people who have not seen the show yet, like taking friends and stuff, because it's always fun to see their reaction. Like when my dad and I saw it for the very first time. Um, like I knew because of the like the promo videos that they were doing that they were like gonna launch Aaron Tveit in the air during Bad Romance. And I was like, oh, like that's the costume he's wearing in the video, like they're gonna do it here. And I just looked over at my parents who were on either side of me and their mouths were like, oh my god. And then one of my friends had not seen the movie, was not aware of like the show at all, like did not know anything about it. And this was back in July, and she was like bawling by the end, like bawling. And she's like, I didn't know Satine was gonna die.
Spoiler alert.
And I didn't tell her anything. So, um, but yes, it's always fun going with people who have not seen the show. It's always fun to like pick out the people who haven't seen the show because they all go, or ooh, when Christian goes, but she
You
doesn't
say
love
that, but
him.
I still
And
go.
even some people that have seen the show.
I still go.
When we were at the tour, we have a funny story. When we were at the tour and they did that part, this lady in the mezzanine, all of a sudden you hear like, because she doesn't love you. And then she goes, dun dun dun. And it was so loud. The whole theater was like, oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Ooh."
You know, you say about bringing people. So the first time I went, I took my dad. It was my dad's first Broadway show. It was my first Broadway show. I
Really?
was, yeah, my first Broadway show was
Wow.
Rouge. I'd seen shows on the
I did
West
not know
End.
that.
Yeah, I'd seen shows on the West End. So it wasn't my first theater, but
Yeah.
it's my first Broadway. Um, and I took my dad. I was so nervous. I bought his ticket, like all this, and I was like, we're gonna go see Moulin Rouge. And he'd seen the movie and he'd liked the movie, but I was like, he's into musical theater, but he's not like me. So he's only like he can only handle a little bit. And I was like, oh my God. And we were sat like second row to front. So I was like, if he hates it and he's got a bad look on his face, all the actors are gonna see and they're gonna hate me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So the whole first act, I'm like taking it all in, but also in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What happens if he hates it? Hates it. I have to sit through another hour and a bit of this. And act one finishes, curtain comes down, lights come up, and I look at him. And throughout the show, I'm looking at him, but I look at him and I'm like, so, what do you think? And he's like, it's bloody brilliant. And I was like,
Oh.
success! But I was like, woo! I can now enjoy Act Two in peace.
Yeah,
Another funny story. I think Jules, you'll appreciate this one. And this is one of my friends told me about this. I think she was at this performance, but um, when the Duke is like when the Duke like goes to see Satine for the last time before the show, and Satine goes, "No one owns me," and then he storms off stage. Apparently somebody in the audience goes, "I'll take him." And I think it was Tam who was the Duke then, and he was just like trying to walk off stage, not laughing.
That's so funny. So real for
That
that
is.
person. Yeah, but to summarize, great show, great people, great cast.
for sure.
I love meeting people and fans, other fans, and connecting with other fans. And I've made some amazing friends in the last year,
For
and
sure.
three of them are sitting right in front of
Mhm.
me. Oh, not literally, they're on Zoom because some of them live in
Does
Jerusalem.
do the thing.
It does, it does.
It never does a thing for me, and I think it's so rude. Um,
The
so
balloon thing.
are you
Okay.
serious right now? What the hell?
How does that
I don't
happen?
Yeah, like what
I don't know what I
witchcraft?
do.
I don't know. It doesn't work for me.
Do you have like a blank
Anyway,
background? I don't know.
um,
What was the thing that I did with the balloons? I think it might have been
you
pee.
did like this. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But
Like
anyway,
clapping.
amazing friends and meeting the cast and just having these great interactions with the cast members and, appreciating these people, and we've talked about this, me and Lily, before, about just appreciating everybody. Um, this is definitely a show that I've noticed out of other shows I've seen, how much people love the ensemble and how
Hmm.
amazing
Hmm.
they are and
For
how
sure.
much love they get. But yeah,
Yes.
I love this show. I love this little windmill show. It keeps drawing me back in no matter how hard I try and go away. I'm literally
Yeah.
going halfway across the world next month and I'm seeing Rouge like 3 times while I'm there.
Um, do you have like a, sorry, this is like another question I just thought of. Like, do you have like a favorite like memory of like you sitting like at the show and just being like, oh my God, like this is the best show ever? Like, do you have like a specific moment or it's just like anytime you go?
I think, and you mentioned this earlier, every time you go is different, but when you
Mm,
go with people, I definitely, basically every show, but one of the shows that really stand out to me is I sat Can for a second to last Derek and JoJo's. And I don't know, but I was just sat there. I want to say it was like during backstage or sometime in Act Two, and you just had that feeling like this is my happy place. I
Mhm.
love it here. And you're just in awe and you're watching these people get their heart and soul on stage and you're just like, yeah, you just have that moment. Like I always find when I walk into the Owl Hair show, like all my problems going away. And I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like I just feel happy in that place. You know, what's that Nicole Kidman ad? And she's like, we feel love in a place like this.
The
That's what it
AMC
Nicole
ad.
the
Kidman,
AMC
hey.
the AMC ad, and that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like so I think that's yeah.
The
I don't have
original
like
Julia,
Satine.
one
Julia, stop. I'm gonna
No.
cry. I can't. We're
she
very
is
emotional people. We're very
same.
emotional. Um,
No, like
I
yeah, like I
agree.
mean Friday will be a special one, especially after like not going for I mean 3 weeks doesn't seem like much, but for
It's
us
been
it's a
two
lot.
months for me, so
Yeah.
slow your roll.
I
And
know.
then just like yeah, being there with like finally seeing like all of like friends again, I think it'll be a
Friends.
special one.
Or
I
well, our friends like
No, I
Lily
mean
and Jules. That's our
yeah,
friends. Yes, yes.
yeah,
That's what okay. Yeah, I agree. I think that's like it's such a special like thing. And like I feel very fortunate to live this life. Like I do not take a second of it for granted. Like not a single second. Like I feel every single time I'm sitting in the theater, like I am so lucky to be there in the presence of these
yeah,
people, like just to be like not to be corny, but like in the room where it happens, like just to be there. Like it's so and no matter where you sit, like we always joke about like oh back mezzanine like we joke about it but like even sitting there like you are so lucky to be there and it's like I really I wouldn't trade it for the world ever.
yeah.
that's me like every time I'm in the city,
Yeah,
every time I'm in the city I go to Rouge. Um and it's just like I just the moment I step off the plane, like I'm just like, oh my God, like New York is one of my favorite cities. And
Or
I
like Rachel Berry, like looking at New
yeah,
York,
like that kind of like,
that
oh my
shot.
goodness, I'm here. I'm with my friends. I'm, you
yeah,
know, everyone thingy complains about New York, but I love it. And like, yeah, just to sit there
I
and
know.
so lucky
But like
that we have
even
the
living
opportunity.
close by like it's still like a thrill. I say it to Julia every time we're in the car. I'm like I hope this feeling never goes away, that we get this excited to go see the show every single time. Like I mean we've seen it countless number of times. I mean it's just we've had some special moments for sure.
Yeah. It's a special show.
I think one of my favorite moments was back in October, when I saw the show on Can Can for the first time. And like my face was like, oh my God. And I looked back at you guys and you guys were like, she's
Yeah,
she's having the time of her life. And like David said hi to me on his entrance. I was like, I'm in love.
I know. Oh, is that
Oh,
Appy? That's
doggo.
Appy. Um,
Sorry, I had a
well,
doggo interrupt.
one of and I need to tell one of our best memory stories, me and Julia's, and I'll let her take it over once she knows what I'm talking about. But one day we had tickets, and like I said, Julia, let's go this day. Like, come on, we can't wait any longer. Let's do it. And I like basically forced her to buy these tickets with me. So we get to the city, we get there, we go into the box office because we were buying tickets for another time, I think. And we get into the box office, and all of a sudden, Julia is having a panic attack behind me. I was like, "What is going on?" She's like, "Liz, Liz, Liz,
I know
Liz."
exactly what
And
you're talking
Julia,
about.
if you know me and Julia, Julia does not use my name. She does not call me Liz. We call each other pal, idiot. Like we're just like that's how we are. And she's saying my name, Liz. I'm like, "What's going on?" Like she said, Liz.
I
Like
love
even
how
we
I
get
know what
excited
the
about something
story
in
is.
text, it's Liz. So I'm like, oh my God, what? She shows me, she's like, like she cannot even speak. And she's like pointing at the board. And also that is just like a thrill too, going to see the board every
Yeah.
time. And then so I look and she's like, also my contacts are horrible, so I can't really see. I'm like squinting. I'm like, I see Dylan Paul. And I'm like, oh my God, Dylan Paul, maybe we're getting our Dylan Christian. We're gonna get bingo, Christian bingo. So I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And Julia's like, no, no, no. And she's screaming, she's like, I need to call Lily. I need to call Lily. Like,
And she
what
called
is she
me.
talking about? And then I finally focus and I'm like, what is she talking about? And it says Dylan Paul as Harold Ziedler. And I was like,
That was like
what?
an
And
unreal day.
yeah, and Julia could tell the rest because I was just like, I need to buy these
I
tickets.
mean,
And
there's not really much to it. Like it was a blur. Like at
it
first we're
was,
like, is it like at first we were like kind of like, is this like a joke? Because like we've been tricked by the board before, like saying Dylan was
yeah,
Christian, but he wasn't. But like I'm like, is this a joke? Like what is going on? And then like freaking out. I think like we posted like our Instagram story, like what? And like one of like the ensemble like girls like swipes up and she's like hasn't happened in like 2 years, so we're like holy like it's actually happening, like
yeah,
what? And
it
like
was
the
chaos.
it was like it was, and I was wearing my Dylan shirt, like it was just what are like
I
the
know.
odds of all of this like happening?
Meanwhile,
It was
I'm
like
literally at a Halloween party playing Just Dance. And Julia's like, can I call you? And I've already gotten like 2 missed calls from her or whatever because I didn't like check my phone or anything. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, and I'm dressed as the Green Absinthe Fairy as well at this party. And she calls me,
it
she's
was
like,
a
oh my
crazy
God,
day.
it's Dylan Ziegler. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And
It
nobody
was
at
like
this
There's two
party
people
crazy.
knows.
in this world that get each other with their Dylan Paul glue holding the fandom together. I mean, that's Jules' thing, but it's Julia and Lily. Like they will, like, I mean, he's a great performer, love him, but Julia and Lily, they're on the same wavelength over there.
That was the most like that was one of the craziest shows, like just because of like how rare it is. Like the fact that it
Yeah,
had to be 3 people that like called out or were out for him to like go in that role. Like
it
it
was
was
chaos.
insane.
And it
It's like
was
when
his first
Tavate came
time
back
in
for the
years.
one night only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like it's very rare.
Yeah.
that, but on a like a swing scale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Tveit was actually,
Um,
Oh,
that
what when
was wild.
Tavate made his understudy debut? Yeah, I remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That
The
was
day
When he
wild.
after
came
we
back.
went.
Oh, don't get
Wow.
me started. That was horrible.
I remember I
Uh,
was at home. I was dog sitting and I literally saw the story and I was like, "What?
What? Yeah.
Am I being tricked?" And then it was
yeah,
everywhere. It was
I was
great.
at I was at
yeah.
dinner with my dad and my friend like texted frantically in all caps, "Oh my God, it's Aaron Christian." I was like, "Aaron C. Finley." Oh, that's interesting. Like that's cool. And she's like, "No, Aaron Tveit." I was like, "Oh."
It's so funny because me and Julia were at a 4th of July like event thing, but it's like one of those things that it's like you know where you were when Michael Jackson died, like you know where you were when Aaron came back as
Yeah.
Christian for one night. Oh, what a show! Honestly, what a
Yeah.
show!
I love it. Life leader. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Ever know.
I'm
I
trying
love
to
seeing
think if there's
people
any
like
more.
new people on tracks and stuff like that as well. Like I saw
Yes,
Heather on her Arabia debut and it was fantastic.
I love that. What is going on? Why is everybody
What?
switching spots?
Julia raised her hand. Yes, Julia.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't know I didn't know I did that. I thought it was, I don't know, I'm
it's like
just
one of those
looking.
things. We're not in school anymore, Julia. It's fine.
Okay.
Um, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say another thing about like seeing people in like other tracks. Oh, me and Julia keep like paperwork, I guess like paperwork of like every time we go. The early ones are a little old, like we it's hard to get them together, but yeah,
Yeah, it's special.
it is.
Very. This is really nice to have you guys on here. I think it's
Yes, this is fun.
Yeah.
yeah, it's always
Whoa.
great.
Kick
How
those
did you
things
do
off.
that? How did you do
Um
How did you do that?
She is
I think
the
I should do
goose.
all the interviews like this with a third eye,
One
one
eye
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and alien ears. should we preview our trip or our trip for this weekend?
Should we review it, you said?
Yeah, like preview it. Like
Yeah,
what do we have
absolutely.
coming? So basically, this is what's going to happen for this weekend. Like we're going into it. Um, Friday, Friday's the day, man. Friday is the
Yeah,
start of it
these
all.
three are
Friday.
gonna be in the city, or yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna be in Jersey slash the city on Friday.
Yeah,
Me and the rest of the crew are gonna be are gonna be coming.
Julia, stop.
We're gonna be coming on the Saturday. So, but yeah, are y'all saying Sweeney on Friday or Sweeney on Saturday?
Sunday matinee.
Sunday.
Literally done.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Sunday,
So you're saying, oh yeah, you're saying Rouge on Friday. I forgot.
Yeah.
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we would. I wish we would get there. Like we could get there early, but they don't have two shows on Friday. Damn it. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I wish we
No.
could get there early. Friday,
Um,
Rouge. We're getting Jules from the airport, going into
yep,
the city.
yep.
Saturday, Lily comes in. Are you seeing a show Saturday matinee, Lily?
I am not. No.
No.
I was
Boo.
thinking of maybe doing. Well, actually, no. I want to get to the. I want to get to. I want to stage tour. Rouge on the matinee. Before dinner
On
because I
Saturday?
want to. I pancaked my point shoes and I want to take pictures. So
Oh.
I'll probably just like be there, but not in like seeing the show.
What are we doing Saturday matinee?
We don't know.
We don't have anything yet,
Oh,
but
yeah,
if
we
anybody
don't.
has any suggestion, actually we'll be there already when this is posted, right?
Yeah. So maybe
I
not.
was gonna say if anyone has any suggestions, but Saturday matinee, we don't have anything yet, but I mean I'm not opposed to booking something.
Yeah, I think
Well,
we're
we also
just.
but also like that would be like our only time
That
where we
is our
like
only like time, and we have to be back to Sardi's, right? What time
Mhm.
is Sardi's? 5:30.
I think
We're
so.
going to
Yeah.
this prestigious Sardi's.
oh,
The prestigious Lin-Manuel Miranda's painting is there.
Do you think
we're
they'll
gonna
let us
eat
sit?
bread.
They'll let us sit near Lim.
I don't know. I don't know where he
Maybe.
is in the restaurant actually.
Oh,
I
why don't
know.
we sit near the Aaron Tveit one?
Yeah.
She would I know someone who'd be really happy about that.
I
So
would be so happy.
Yeah.
And then Saturday evening we have Rouge, and Lily is going to
Little shop.
Little Shop.
I'm so
Little
excited, guys.
Shop.
I'm excited to see Darren again.
After Saturday evening show, we're gonna karaoke it up, and then Sunday morning is the day that I prepare for Sweeney Todd. Swing your ray. Oh, you can't see it because it's
Yes.
green. Swing your razor high, Sweeney.
I think
Julia, you sing it now.
No, I can't.
she doesn't know the words, that's why.
And
And
then
yeah, we're brunching it
Sunday
up.
night. Sunday night,
Mm.
we're rouging it up again.
Yeah,
Again.
and I will be with
And we're
you.
gonna have
So some of
Nick
my
Baby
friends.
Doll. So far, we know Nick Baby Doll. Nate is
Yes.
gonna be in. Anything
Mm.
else we know? Alexa is gonna be in. Alexa DeBar.
Yeah.
For Bria.
For Bria, so Bria is gonna be out unless she's LeChalk.
Oh, that would be cool. I like Bria.
Wait, is Debra gonna be in then?
I don't know. She hasn't announced.
I want to. I want to see
Who
her
else?
so bad. Oh my god, that video of her doing like the split jump, insane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
Like
did
that
see that
jump
really
into
video.
a split, insane.
Mm.
It's another favorite of mine. That part, like the whole opening. I just love it.
So good.
Yeah, it's really good.
We have a lot of things. We have to remember to take a picture of us playing Bit Life at the theater.
We also have to remember to take a picture of me standing outside the Owlhurst with my umbrella.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Bring your
We can't forget
umbrella.
our scramp shirts. I swear to God, if you forget your scramp
No,
shirt,
I
mine's
know.
already
that's it.
packed. Mine's already packed.
Oh,
I
good.
just picked mine up off the floor and I'm gonna wash it tomorrow when I'm at school.
Yeah, we're gonna cut
Yes.
all of this out.
Yes, thank you. This was fun.
Thank you for having us on. It was very
Yeah.
appreciative.
Of
It gave me
course.
something to do.
Yes, this was very,
And
very fun.
glad I could like give you like a something to do with your life.
Thank you. Because otherwise, like I really have nothing else to do. I have nothing else to do.
Sorry, I'm obsessed with this. Okay.
Alright, so I'll be editing this podcast while I'm in LaGuardia Airport. So I hope you
good.
guys
Get your fucking
enjoy-
ass up and work.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Wait, before everybody leaves. That shit's iconic. I love to do iconic shit.
Yes. So we'll be in the city this weekend.
Yeah.
So excited.
Stop it.
I'm so sorry if this got so scatterbrained and sidetracked, but that is just us.
Like I said, we are deleting all of it.
Love you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.